Hello, this is going to be a video going over kind of what we're going to talk about in class today. So this is just going to review over a few things. So a couple things, if you want to practice with us, a good like a whiteboard would be great, or some markers, color pencils, pens, paper, something maybe that you want to practice over with us. So we're going to kind of skip over a couple of things. We're going to talk a little bit about grades, and then also multiplying binomials and polynomials. We'll do a little practice together via the video since we're not online today. So we'll pass through all this stuff we talked about a little bit last week. Just as a reminder, if you're missing any third quarter grades, please email your teacher. Students can make up missing work. Email the FCPS schools email for me, Ms. Claire Eric's class, and then no new grades will be added. So try to get those done as soon as possible, and we'll be posting grades soon. All right, this was the most missed question from the math space, so I'll just go ahead and go over that with you.
Mom, I did it.
Good job, baby. So for this one, just don't forget when you're subtracting that you have to distribute the negative through and then combine like terms. We just did kind of bring down the first trinomial. And then from there you can just combine your like terms. So we'll put the cubes with the cubes, and that would be negative 3x to the third power. Then we can put our squares with the, there are no other squares. So it's just going to be minus 5x squared. This is standard form, remember. And then 2x and negative 6x, which would be negative 8x. And then that negative 2 doesn't have a match. Okay, so that's kind of reviewing over the most missed questions. Today during class, we were going to review over using binomials using the area model. So this is just reviewing over what the video lesson was on the Edpuzzle. This is a monomial because it's one term being multiplied by a binomial, which is a two terms. So we use the area model. We drew a rectangle. And for this one, you could just use the distributive property. But I wanted to give you an example of it using the area model. We're going to put the one term here. So because it's one term by two terms, it's going to be a 1 by 2 rectangle. And then we'll have the 3a minus 1 on the top. And then what you do to get each box on the inside is you're going to multiply the outside numbers that create that box. So if we multiply this times this, that's going to be negative 6x squared. And then if we multiply, I guess I didn't do that, negative 2a times negative 1, that's going to be a positive 2a. So that would be our final answer for that one. You can, of course, just distribute. Fine, it works as well. So if you have the two terms by the two terms, this would be 2x minus 4. And it doesn't matter which one you put on the top and which one you put on the side. Then we're going to do the 3 plus x on the side. If I multiply these two together here, that's going to be 6x. And then if I multiply 3 times negative 4, that's going to be negative 12. Oops. And then x times 2x, which would be 2x squared, and then x times negative 4 would be that bottom right, and that would just be at minus 4x. From there, you can just add up all the sides, all the inside, excuse me, just to find the area, the total area. So we're going to start with the highest exponent, so 2x squared, and then if I combine these two terms together, that's going to be plus 2x, and then the minus 12 would go at the end. So that's what it looks like once we multiply it. All right, we were going to do a couple polling questions, but it's hard to do them asynchronously. I did want to talk about this part here where we're doing our special cases. So this kind of would, a lot of students, the misconception is here that this would be 9k squared plus 36. You would just distribute the exponent to each term. However, that's not going to give you the correct answer because we need to make sure we're multiplying the 3k plus 6 times both 3k and the 6. So the way that we would like you to do this is if you rewrite it in kind of expanded form. So rewriting the 3k plus 6 times 3k plus 6. And then making our area model. So 3k plus 6 times 3k plus 6. And then multiplying each part. So that would be 9k squared, and then that would be 18k, 18k, and then 36. And working it out the same way that was on the Edpuzzle. Ironically, my child is working on Edpuzzle. Her own puzzle. All right. So I didn't make a slide about what I want you to work on, but if you look on the email, it'll say all the specifics. I want you to work through the website. There's a Padlet link on the page for the lesson, which will be attached to the email that's sent out. And you can ask any questions on there, make sure that we're being appropriate, and also you can read over other people's questions as well. The other thing is the homework assignment for this is homework number 2 on MathSpace. So this is all about multiplying. I think it's called multiplying, maybe area model in parentheses. So that'll be attached in the email as well. The Edpuzzle number 3, that's going to be on multiplying using distributive property instead of area model. That's going to be what you can work on as well. And just make sure you're working through the algebra website that has all of the activities and things that I would like you to work on for today. Okay, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time live.